When did you start doing hair?
Okay, so you ready for the story?
I am.
Okay, so I started doing hair when I was a kid. This was before my sister was born, so I was probably about 5 or 6 years old. So, my mom used to do hair when I was young, not professionally, but at home.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody was doing hair at home back in the 90s.
Facts.
So, I remember just like watching her braid, and I was like, man, that looks kind of interesting. So, I get my dolls, put in between my legs, and whatever she do, I was mimicking it. Just mimicking it, and she would never be like, you know how some people like, you know, go on girl, go to your room or something like that. She ain't do me like that. She just let me sit there and be me, and then from that point on, every doll in the house said plaits. Every doll had a plait. I'm talking about every last one of them. Seriously.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So this I was doing her then, and then as I got older in middle school, my mom kind of started letting me kind of experiment with my hair. I used to do just simple little styles. It wasn't braids just yet. But I kind of just braid the back of my head just to try to, you know, test my skills out a little bit. And it was at one time, my mom was pressing out my hair. Now, back in that day, when nobody using those stoves, she was using the actual stove. Like, you put the cone.
Hell yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So, it was sitting there, she on her phone talking. Next thing I know, I heard some say, shh. I'm talking about the
Hold on, you heard her say what?
It said shh. I swear to you, I'm not lying. I am not lying. If she on my live right now, it is what it is. You did it. So when it sit on there for about a good 10 seconds. And she was like, and I was like, you know how you jump, like, you know, what you doing? I'm hollering. She said, you should have been moving. I wasn't moving. But anyway, from that point on, that's when I learned how to give myself, how to press my own hair.
Yeah.
From that point on, my mom didn't touch my hair no more. The only thing she was doing is relaxing. Other than that, I learned how to use the hot comb. And then, of course, when I got to high school, that's when the braids came in for real. And during that time, that was the early 2000s, the micros was popping. Everybody wearing the micros.
Yep, I remember that.
I had did some on my head. That was my first time doing micro braids. And I remember coming to school and they was like, you must have went to the Africans to get your hair done. I was like, no, I did it myself. But then they was like, well, she lying, she flogging, ain't nobody doing no parts that clean. So I was like, okay. So it went from that to me doing other people's hair at the school. And there's some people like, oh, she can't really do hair. But from that point on, that's when I actually started like really doing it, because I was doing people my dad knew hair. I was doing, you know, family members and people at the school. So it became a thing. It became a hustle at that time.